Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. H.A. now up the middle. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Come on, three, kick.
Tua now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but it'll be second down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua going to change the play. On second down, a run by H.A. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
The Jets take over.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Inside.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now they'll change things up. On 1st down, Rodgers. It's caught by Davis. The Jets at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And a completion to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Get 300. Get 300.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
On play action, Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Back north. Here we go, here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Third down and 10.
Over.
Rodgers now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Inside.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
44.
A full start backs him up 5. First and 15.
21G.
In motion left, Hill. Tua sets up to pass it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Waddle, the motion man right. A-Chain on first and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a couple. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Running right, here's A-Chain. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's second and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Quentin Jefferson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Center's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Inside. Flip again.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now Rodgers on 1st down. That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, 29 yards. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. That ball caught. It's chosen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. A give up the middle to H.A. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Higgins. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
And it's 3rd down.
And now an audible here into something else. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua sliding out of the pocket to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon A-Chain. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I
think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Back north.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead. Oh, this is blocked. And the Dolphins have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away. And we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, fellas.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's A-Chain on the give. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Come on, 3, kick. Solo left Zion.
2 once again here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the 2 is going to change things up.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 35-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 88. Go to 50.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught. It's Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Tua going to change the play. H.A. now up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon H.A. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd and 6. And now they'll shift things around.
Back north. Easy.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now to throw. And he is caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Go to 50. Inside.
second down. They go right back to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Galley, don't let Galley.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd down.
I'll go over here.
Cook up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, check 26. Check 30.
Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Get 300. Get 300. Look at you.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, three, kick. Come on, three, kick. Hey. Watch it, Austin.
Throwing Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles.